Hi, moms and dads. Thank you for being here. Wanted to talk a little bit today about advocating. Um, Naturally, instinctively, we all advocate for our children. We want them to be happy, safe. We want all the best for them. So we are naturally pretty good at advocating for our kids. But teaching them to advocate for themselves is also a really important skill that I've been kind of thinking about in my own parenting. When kids advocate for themselves, it creates, first of all, self awareness because they're looking at themselves or a situation and saying, okay, this works, this doesn't. So, with this piece, what help do I need? Who can I ask? And then taking it that next step to, am I going to my parent, another adult, a teacher, a coach, a peer? Then that also gives them practice speaking to another person and asking for that help, which isn't always easy. It's tough to ask for help sometimes. I remember when I had a little job in college, the first day I went in and the boss was very nice and he said, oh, everything we need you to do is in the next room. And I went into the next room and there was nobody in there and there was a lot of stuff. And I wasn't quite sure. So I stood there for a minute. I thought, oh my gosh, if I go back, I'm going to look stupid. He's going to think I'm weird. And I thought, you know what? No, he didn't give me any explanation. So I need to ask the question. If he thinks I'm dumb or weird, that's on him. So I marched myself back in there and I said, I'm not quite sure what you want me to do. He said, oh my gosh, come on, I'll show you. So asking for that help can really build self-confidence, really, in the end. Same with chores and responsibilities that we give our kids at home. The more they have to do in our house with our guidance, the more they will know how to do when they eventually fly away and leave us and have to fend for themselves out in the world. There's that old expression, if you give someone a fish, they can eat for a day. If you teach them to fish, they can eat for life. And I've always loved that. So this is something that I've been kind of thinking about with my own parenting. I need to place a little more emphasis on this with my kids, advocating for themselves, asking for help when they need it. Over the last few years, I've kind of been trying to be better about it. When they say, Mom, can you do this for me? Or Mom, can you make that? Or Mom, can you? And I say, yeah, I can, but so can you. You can do that. So I had a high school teacher who, hi, Mr. Connolly, if you're watching, had this great story about his daughter when she was a toddler. And she would come to him holding whatever, a toy or anything, and say to him, can't. And he said at first, I would just help her do it and give it back to her. And eventually I thought, well, she kind of needs to learn how to try to figure it out. So when she came and said, can't, he would say, try. And 9 times out of 10, she was able to figure it out. This is so cute. The one time she came back to him and said, can't, tried. So all we can do, I just love that story, but all we can do is encourage our children to try on their own, all different things, and advocate for themselves because it will really build their confidence. And self-confidence is huge, especially in this day and age. So I just want to share those thoughts with you. I'm going to work on it. If you work on it too, or you have any tips for what has been successful, please share them. Thanks again for being here. Have a great day. Love you. Bye.